Welcome to The Bachelorette Tells All featuring Lizzie Bennett. We're going to talk to her tonight about what wasn't seen on camera and about her life now after The Bachelorette. So welcome.
Thank you.
So Elizabeth, if you could tell us a little bit about your family. I know you have 4 sisters, really big family. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, so I have 4 other sisters, and they are, my oldest is Jayne, and she's my best friend. She's the most beautiful out of all of us. And then there's Mary, who is younger than me, and she is very quiet and timid and really doesn't know, she's not that smart. Then there is Lydia, and Lydia is very flirtatious, loves the boys, and Kitty is also just very frivolous and young.
Can you tell us a little bit about your mother also?
Oh yeah, so my mom is she loves them, and her favorite are Lydia and Kitty. She really likes them because they both want boys in their life. But then I'm probably her least favorite, just independent mindset. She doesn't really agree with that.
And is your dad like that too?
Not really. My dad and I are best friends, so we have the same sense of humor, and we both desire my mom to just have a little more common sense and to be a little bit smarter, I guess. And he also thinks my sisters are just silly because they're always trying to find a boy.
Well, it's funny you say that because we're going to take a look back at your sisters with some boys.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be out on the town tonight with my sister.
Yeah.
I hope we meet some cute boys.
Me too, or at least they walk by and you can smell them.
I know, all I want is to meet a guy. I mean, that's all mother wants is to see us get married.
I know.
I look good.
Here,
Here's
let's
how
see.
Duck face.
Good. Put that on Snapchat on your story.
You got it, girl.
Man, I really want to see a few boys.
We gotta act natural.
Yeah, okay, pretty.
Hey ladies, where's the gym at?
I think it's right next door. I can show you.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Bye.
So Elizabeth, if you could tell us a little bit about how Darcy actually rejected one of your date cards and why you think he would do that?
Yeah, so Darcy actually got a date card. It was a group date, and we were gonna just go out for a day, and it was actually to Darcy, Mr. Bingley, Mr. Collins, Mr. Wickham, a few other guys, and it was just gonna be a fun afternoon out, and he said no, and he said he would never go on a group date with me, and that he didn't want to be seen with me because he was too good, or he just had so much pride, and he was so much better than I was, and it was odd because he was there to meet me. But I guess he just allowed the fact that I was I guess not as good as him to get in the way.
Well, we're going to take a look back. We had some cameras that actually caught the moment when he got that group date card, so we're going to take a look at that.
Okay.
Good morning, guys. I have a date card for Mr. Wickham, Mr. Bingley, and Mr. Darcy. I'll just give that to you.
A group date? This is preposterous. I'm too rich and too wealthy for her. I'm not going on a date with her ever.
Okay, so Elizabeth, if you could tell us a little bit about your BFF, Charlotte.
Okay, Charlotte is older than I am, not as pretty. She has very different opinions than I do on some things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
What opinions does she have that are different than yours?
She is very different from me in the sense that she doesn't think that marriage is about love. Yeah, so she thinks that you should just marry out of convenience and for financial security. And I definitely we got in a very big fight one time about it, and just that I think that you should be patient and wait for love and allow it to make itself. But she's very strong in the belief that if a man is offering you security, you should take it. So she's a little bit less picky.
Oh, okay. And then we also heard that she ends up marrying Mr. Collins, your cousin. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So he proposed to me first.
Okay.
A little weird. We're not first cousins or anything, but
yeah,
distant cousins. And yeah, so he offered exactly what I was saying earlier, financial security and a bunch of different things. And so he just showed her that side that she really wanted, and so she went for it, I guess. But she's happy, and if she's happy, I'm happy for her.
That's good. I'm glad everything is on good terms now. And we're going to take a look back at with you and Charlotte and how you guys were interacting during that time.
Oh, great. Little tension.
Yeah, a little bit.
The whole thing is like, I don't really think there is this thing called true love. I mean, when you're getting as old as I am and you've never dated anybody and no guy's ever really pursued you, you never felt that way about a guy. I mean, when a guy comes along and's like, hey, let's get married, and he's gonna offer you a life full of like financial stability, I mean, why not take it? I mean, my whole thing is, I want to be with a guy that can support me financially, and I can live in this beautiful lake house or this estate and, you know, be a mom, a PTA mom, a soccer mom, or whatever. I mean, that's what I look for in life.
Well, if you aren't in love with the person that you marry, then like it's the rest of your life, and like love is happiness, and I feel like you have to be patient to get to know someone. You can't just hop into it because it's convenient and because you need the money. Like, that's ridiculous.
But you don't get it. I don't want to be 70 years old still waiting for this true love.
Why do you need a true love?
Might as well be a lady with 19 freaking cats.
Well, why do you need a man in your life?
Because true love is ill.
Well, I don't understand why.
As Jimmy Fallon would say, ill.
I just don't understand why you need a man, and I also don't understand why you can't just be independent and support yourself and be content with that.
I don't think women should be independent. I mean, you literally put on Facebook all the time, women need to be independent and blah, blah, blah. I don't care.
Then defriend me.
Fine. I'm gonna block you on Twitter.
Okay, I'm unfollowing you on Instagram.
Get out of my car.
So, Elizabeth, we know that Darcy actually sent you a really long text during the Bachelorette. And so can you tell us a little bit about that, like what it said and why he sent you this super long text?
Yeah, so the text was like one of those texts that like you have to open up into the bigger slot, like when you click on it. It's really, really big.
Wow, yeah.
Really big. And so he had two really important things to tell me, and they both caught me off guard. But the first one was he was talking about Jayne and Mr. Bingley, and I thought that he told Mr. Bingley not to marry my sister because of because she was a teacher, was never going to be able to like provide and have enough money, that kind of thing, bad family. And he was like protecting his friend, but it was just because he thought Jayne wasn't as interested, because he wasn't aware of how shy Jayne is and how timid she is. And so he did tell Mr. Bingley just like, you need to stay away from her. But then he further encouraged them to be together later on, which is nice. But so he was explaining that to me and like why he did what he did. But the more important of the two is his relationship with Mr. Wickham, which I was so attracted to Mr. Wickham at first because he disliked Darcy and he saw all the negative things I saw in Darcy, but he didn't say it. And Darcy had betrayed him, or that's what he had told me, by not letting him get his trust fund from Darcy's dad.
Oh.
Yeah, and so what actually happened is Wickham tried to have sex with Georgiana, his little sister.
Oh my. This
mess.
Yes.
It was a big mess, and so Darcy was really, really mad at Mr. Wickham because of that whole thing, and like he took the money from him because all he was in it was for the money with Georgiana, and the trust fund and like the wealthy family that the Darcys are. So it was just kind of a wreck, but it helped clear things up, and like it definitely like allowed our relationship to move to the next step.
Yeah, that text message was like a big part of the show, and we have a video of Mr. Darcy when he was typing out the letter, so you'll be able to see that because obviously you weren't there for that.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
We're gonna show it to you.
Hey Lizzie, I have many things I need to tell you. The first thing is why Mr. Bingley left Netherfield. I told Mr. Bingley that I did not think that Jayne liked him as much as he liked her. I told him he needed to go. Find another girl that will like him as much as he likes her. The second thing is far more important. I want to tell you about my relationship with Mr. Wickham. He is a liar and a cheater, and I want you to know that I did not really take all the money from Mr. Wickham. The reasons we do not get along is because he tried to run off and have sex with my sister Georgiana, and I want you to know I was just protecting her. Your dearest, Darcy.
So Elizabeth, we know that you broke a little rule while we were filming The Bachelorette. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened there?
Well, you make it sound worse than it was, but maybe it was that bad. But I went to visit Mr. Darcy. So the week before we'd done the at-home visits, and so I was like, I knew where he lived, and he lives on like Norman in this humongous house. It is literally bomb. Like, it is so cool. Hot tub, like all these crazy things. Like,
Sounds
got
nice.
a pool, got a dog, got a jet ski. Like, it was so cool. I just wanted to look at it again, and it's right next to Michael Jordan's house. It is so cool. So I was like, okay, he's not home. Like, I can go look at it, maybe like play on the jet ski or something. But so I just like went over, and then when I was like looking around, like I was like, ah, and like he has like help or whatever, and they were like showing me around, like showing me their garden and stuff like that. And then I peek in the window, and him and Georgiana are just chilling, eating dinner, the two of them, and like they saw me.
Oh.
And so I had to run away really, really quick because it was so embarrassing. But he did catch me, and we did talk, but it was so awkward. And it was just, I know I wasn't supposed to, I just really I wanted to see the house, and like, I guess in a way I wanted to see him, and like in my mind I was seeing him by going there. And I like had the urge to go see him. But it was really like, just because of like how grand the house was. But yeah, it was kind of bad.
Well, we're actually going to take a look at the video from that scene when you went to Darcy's house, so we're going to take a look.
Okay.
So, tell me about this Lizzie girl.
Well, I proposed to her once and she said no, but I still really like her. But on the other hand, she is poor, and I don't know if someone like me would work out with her, you know?
Yeah, I totally understand. But I mean, honestly, if you like someone like that, I think you should just.
Okay guys, so right now I'm at Darcy's house, and he has a really nice house, and I'm gonna try and plant the jet skis or something, but like I don't think he's home, so I'm just gonna peek in the window really quick. Come on, come on.
Good evening. I'm here with Miss Bennett and Mr. Darcy, and I think Miss Bennett has a special announcement.
All right, so Mr. Darcy, will you please accept my final box of chocolate rose?
Yep. Thank you.
Wow, this is great. Miss Bennett and Mr. Darcy are engaged. Thank you guys for watching 2016 season of The Bachelorette with Lizzie Bennett. We'll see you guys next time.